Hello, this is the retake for the bedpan lab. So first things first, always hand sanitizer. Washing your hands, we gotta do it. So after you put on your hand sanitizer, you're gonna rub it until it is entirely covering your hands, and just keep rubbing until it is dry. So after we do that, we're gonna say hi to our resident. Hello, Mrs. Agatha again. How are you? We're gonna be putting on a bedpan today, okay?
Yes.
Perfect. So first things first, we gotta collect your supplies. We're gonna make sure we grab a privacy blanket, which is going to be this. Um, two chucks, which we will be using these towels for. Two chucks. Of course, a bedpan, which will be this Tupperware. And we're also making sure we get a, no, I believe that's it actually. Yep, privacy blanket, chucks, bedpan. So, before we do anything, we're gonna put on some gloves. I don't have any rubber gloves, but if you were to put them on, well, not if you were, when you put them on, you put them on. All right, so we're gonna come over here and we're going to close our curtain. If we had one, we don't have one. So after we close our curtain, we're gonna be explaining the process to our patient. So first things first, we're going to be putting a privacy blanket. Then we're going to have to take the sheet and the bottom half of your gown off, and then we're going to be, putting on the bedpan. All right, perfect. So we're going to come over here, and we're going to be putting on the privacy blanket. So it's just like a normal blanket, easy to put on. Perfect. Privacy blanket is on. We're actually gonna pull this bottom part up a little bit so that I can reach her sheet, because we actually need to pull this down. And we're gonna fold it up at the bottom so it's easy access to get to. Alrighty. Perfect. Alright, so then we're gonna take our first chuck pad, and we're actually going to roll it towards you. So that would mean so that once you put it in position, it's easy to roll under. Big chuck pad. Alrighty. So once you have it sufficiently rolled up, you're gonna lift just this side of the privacy blanket for now, and you're gonna put it right here. So then we're gonna talk to Agatha really quickly and say, hey Agatha, could you bend your knees and lift your bottom up for me? And because Agatha is quite capable, she will. And you're gonna push it about halfway under. And then we're gonna pull the privacy blanket down again. And you can relax, Agatha. Alrighty, and then you're gonna move on to the other side of your bed, and you're gonna do the same thing. Do you wanna raise your knees and lift your bottom? And you're gonna grab the rest of the chuck pad and pull it under. So now your chuck pad is on. Perfect. Not done yet. Now we have to put on the actual bedpan. So what we actually want to do is take our extra chuck and we just want to wrap it around the bedpan. Make sure that you push it in a little bit so it can still contain the liquids and such. Alright, and then just fold it on the bottom when you're done. Perfect. Bedpan is now existent. So we're going to do this, almost the exact same thing. We're going to say, hey Agatha, could you lift your bottom up for me? Yeah, it's fine. And then, and we're just gonna push it under there so it is even with her buttocks. And we're gonna ask, are you comfortable? Is it where it needs to be?
Yes.
Perfect. So if that is what it is, we are actually good for now. We're gonna actually adjust the bed so it's a little raised and comfortable for her. If I could adjust the bed, that is. And we're actually gonna, for now, take these gloves off using the wrists. And and then throw them out in the proper disposal location. And then I would go wash my hands, and then give her the call light to call when she feels she's finished using the bedpan. Per se, she just called. You can keep that. She just called because she believes she's finished. So first things first, as always, we are going to be putting on hand sanitizer. Beep, beep, bop, bop, beep. Perfect. And rubbing it in until it is dry, just like before. And this time is basically the same process, but backwards. So this time we're going to be putting on gloves first. That isn't backwards. So we put on our rubber gloves that are existent and definitely here. So once we have our gloves on, we're going to say hi, just in case she's a little sleepy. Hello, Agatha. We're going to be taking the bedpan out now, okay?
Okay.
And we're actually going to, before we do anything, we're going to get a grip on the bedpan and ask you, could you lift your buttocks? And we're holding the bedpan down so it doesn't come up with her while she does it. And once we have the bedpan, we are almost finished. We're actually going to take this almost immediately to the other to her bathroom to get rid of it because, well, we need to stay sanitary. So what we're going to do actually is we're going to take this chuck, making sure we still have our gloves on, of course, because this is very, very dirty business. We're going to take this chuck and we would dispose of it because, well, it's gross. So we would dispose of it in the correct place to dispose of it. Per se, that's the garbage. It's a very nice towel, so I can't get rid of it. But the contents inside the pan, we're going to actually dump into the toilet and then bring over here to the sink. And we would fill it up with sink water and just to rinse it. But we're not going to be dumping this rinse water out in the sink. No, we couldn't ever do that. We're actually going to be dumping the rinse water out in the toilet. Perfect. So once we've done that, this will be going back in storage as it is after. Actually, we pat it down with toilet paper. Almost every step from here on out is completed with toilet paper in regards to the bedpan. We're gonna pick it up with toilet paper, a new one, not the one we just used to dry it off. And we would also open our storage doors with toilet paper as our hands are still contaminated. So, per se, that is finished. We will then move back over to our friend Agatha, and we're gonna put this here again. We will actually, I'm gonna take the chuck out now. And the chuck taking out is much easier than putting it in. So could you lift your bottom again for me? And now you're just gonna actually pull it out flat, and then rolling it up as well so that none of the chemicals or contents or anything that could be on it gets out. And you dispose of this with the other chuck pad. Alrighty. And then you're gonna actually you have to take the you can take your gloves off now. Well, no you can't. Never mind. Sorry about that. You can't take your gloves off. You're going to remove the privacy blanket while also pulling up her other blanket. So as we do this, just to keep her in a comfortable, we'll pull up the privacy blanket, and then this won't be disposed of. This will actually be put in the dirty linen, and then you can remove your gloves, throw them away with the two chuck pads. And last but not least, we're gonna check and see if she's okay. Anything you need? Do you want me to raise your bed at all?
I'm good.
All right, perfect. You're gonna give her a call light again, just so she, if she needs any help, she can call you. And before you move on to your next patient, you will be using hand sanitizer and rubbing it all over your hands until they are dry.